Hey, how's it going this afternoon? Coming to you from Watery Outdoor Range today. I'm going to talk a little bit about some of the benefits of going exterior, shooting exterior, and what you got to do to prepare and have a safe and productive day in the range there. Um, Went today and had a good time. So let me share some of the tips that I use when I go to the range and maybe help someone else along the way. All right, coming back to you. Yeah, my trip odometer set 27 miles to the range. So, recap on it. Spent about an hour and a half at the range. Test fired a AR build and shot a new pistol that I bought as well. Uh, a lot of it comes down to your preference, right? So you can go and shoot an interior, but really, if you're looking to maybe zero rifle in, um, function test it, as such, it may be more beneficial to go exterior and actually go and shoot at an outdoor range. I mean, the big thing there is you have a little bit more cushion time. A lot of times the indoor ranges are timed, and they're clocking you by the amount of time that you're spending there. And if you're zeroing a rifle, you want to have a little bit of time to set up, prep, to make sure that you're not going to be in um, you're going to have enough time to sight your rifle in um, and go from there. So I think that's one of the bigger pros to going out to exterior ranges. Um, just having the time um, available. I think most of the time you go to interior, again, you're going mostly just going to be pistols or rifles, but um, to do the strenuous things that go with sighting in the rifle or a long gun, you're going to want to go exterior and have a little bit more free time. Here in South Carolina, we got some DNR ranges, so the video I show you here will be in the DNR range. Those ranges are pretty spread out. They're pretty rural. The one I went to was in Watery, so you can see it's about 30 miles from my house. Um, you got a pistol side and a rifle side, so you can do both at the same time. You got a DNR official there. He'll keep you safe as well. So that's the just one of the pros. I think you got a little bit more versatility there. You can spend your time as you need it. There's no rush there. You don't feel like you're under the time crunch. So just one of the tips there I want to share. I mean, I think it's a benefit. I like going to them, either by myself or with a friend too. Um, you always meet someone, look at different guns, um, and the area is really pretty set up pretty nice. You got your targets downrange, and you got a covered overhead canopy that protects you against the sun. So you can sit out there for hours at end. I think the hours are like 9 to 5, um, Monday through Saturday. So a good added benefit for being in South Carolina that the South Carolina Department of Natural Resource provided those ranges for us to utilize. Today I took out a new pistol, Smith & Wesson CSX. Had a lot of comments online about the trigger and how it felt, and I got a chance to test fire it. I did experience a couple hiccups with that two-step trigger. As a trigger and it has a little um, almost a safety perspective because it is a single action fire pistol. So you got some built-in safety in the trigger. If you don't fully let it reset, it'll won't fire on you. So takes some getting used to, but overall it was shot a little low, but that's to be expected. A new pistol right out the box. I haven't never shot it, so um, some of just some of my reflections on the gun. But as we go to the range a little bit more, we'll um, have to try to just dial that sight picture in and try to get a little bit closer to the center bullseye. Um, talk about going to the range in external fashion and what you need to do. Of course, the thing there is you would have to really prepare yourself and have a plan to go out to the range in an outdoor setting. First, of course, all your safety PPE, your earplugs or muffs that you need to have to be, brought with you and taken with you. The sights, again, those would have to be um, brought with you. Ammo would have to bring with you. Your pistol as well, of course, would have to be brought with you. Um, so you got to be more prepared to go exterior shooting versus interior. Um, you can't just go and say I want to shoot a pistol and they give you the pistol, the ear protection, eye protection, uh, and your rounds and everything. You got to have all that prepared before you go there and have it readily available when you get there. Um, that's just another difference of going external versus interior. You go to a range, indoor range, that they may be able to provide that, rent that items, and buy those type of items. But when you go exterior, you got to bring that all that items with you as well. They'll supply pins to put your targets up, but other than that, you got to bring all the additional items. Um, that's just just one thing that comes with it as well. But you just got to be prepared. So buying the ammo up front, either getting targets. The thing I like to do is make copies of targets, make copies of the ones, and have them readily available. A lot of times you see folks who don't prepare at the range. Um, that may bring targets and may run out. That is just like that today. So I had to actually lend some paper targets out. So again, you got to be a little bit more prepared going out to an exterior range. Um, Another thing that you got to do is I like to do personally. I like to bring a first aid kit. You know, a lot of times you might get slide bite. Depending on how you hold your pistol, you might have to render first aid to someone. So I always travel with a handy um, first aid kit, bandages, everything down to a tourniquet. So you never just know. It's always best to be prepared. You might get an incident where you cut your hand or finger, and then, you know, not relying on anyone else for your own personal safety. So I always do that as well. Um, just to go in exterior or internal, it don't matter which fashion of shooting I go. I always make sure I have that first aid kit with me as well. So just a couple tips I think I thought I would sharing with you. Again, I'll start talking a little bit more about um, some of my builds, some of my guns, putting reviews on them. Um, but just a couple tips there. I think the added bonus of going external, especially when you may be new, um, going external. You're not putting you always put people at risk, but you're not under any pressure. You're not in a interior environment. The range officers there, of course, to keep everybody safe, but you're still just kind of learning the functions of the gun and take it really slow. You can spend all day there. You can spend an hour and a half there. It's really versatile and flexible. There's a lot of guys usually around that knows, and they look out for each other. So um, I think that's one of the added benefits here. If you're a newer shooter, you can go out there and really be at ease and patient and have time to actually dial your maybe your sight picture in, or just getting comfortable utilizing the gun. It's a plus too, and it's always nice to get out of nature and shooting that type of environment. It's closer to what a real world situation may be. If you're in a situation where you're outside and you're approached and you have to draw and encounter someone, engage someone, it's more real world. I feel. I think that's something that's overlooked as well. You go into an indoor and it's more controlled, but really, you really need to understand how to shoot exterior and see how it feels. You're going to be sweating maybe, potentially. So seeing that and having that effect, I think it definitely adds some ability to adapt whenever you're faced, hopefully never, but if you are faced with that dynamic situation. Uh, so keep tuned. I'll continue to add videos and respond to the questions. It's something that I'm endeavoring in here with maybe blogging a little bit more and going into the video production and editing. So combining a habit, combining a something that I really like to do is weapons and guns with a new adventure of video editing and voiceovers and going that route. So thanks for everybody for joining. If you got any comments, drop them in the comments. And I love to see everybody's thoughts. And we'll see you in the next video. Thank you.